Okay, Beth Baxter, welcome to Wet Freshies 101. This is not going to be a video of me, it's going to be a video of the Wet Freshies process. Like how I start with the counter. Okay, so let's start with, there's B eating dry Freshies. And there are old Wet Freshie bowls. You can see they really don't eat very much of it. I did not put much down at all, and I'll show you that in a minute. These are the old bowls, which you will see when you come over. So I take them. This is so much fun. I put them in the sink, separate them. So I pour water in them so they're soaking. They need to soak at least a good 5 or 10 minutes before you attempt to wash them. Okay, so then I will have new bowls waiting for you on the counter. Ah, new Wet Freshie bowls. B, you want your Wet Freshies? Do you want your Wet Freshies? He does want his Wet Freshies. You can't really tell because he's not as expressive as a dog, but he wants them. So, in the fridge, don't even ask me about the fridge. We're having such major problems. Here is the Wellness Core, grain-free, only the best for the boys, cat food. So, this is going to be difficult to do with one hand. It's really cold right now. What I try to do is take it out like 5 or 10 minutes beforehand, just to warm it up to room temperature. But if you take it out and you leave it with the lid off, Butters will come over and eat it on the counter. So you might just want to leave the lid on like that. Anyway, so they get very little because they eat very little. They're basically just licking it, to be honest. Kind of sounds fun. Okay, so like that much. I mean, this is like a mini knife. So this is literally like a teaspoon. And I know you're not a cook. I don't know if you know what a teaspoon looks like, but it's not much, sister. So I put a little bit into each. Sorry, this is really bad camera work because I only have one hand. Stand by. Okay. Let me get a little bit more out. Now, I know I'm doing 2 bowls, but really, Butters is really the only one that eats it. Look at him. He's over there waiting for it. Look how sweet that is. So, you say, Wet Freshies! Jack, you want Wet Freshies? Jack, you want Wet Freshies? He's like, not really. I just want the carb-loaded dry Freshies. B, Wet Freshies? There you go. Good boy. And he likes a little pet. That's because when he was a kitten, he wasn't used to eating solid food. He was just eating what Mama had in her belly or in her teats. So to get him to start eating, I used to do this to tell him it was okay to eat that food. So, you know, I have to continue to do that because he's my little special boy. Jack, Wet Freshies? He's like, no, don't want it. So there's dry Freshies. When you're here, of course, you're going to put more than that in the bowl because, you know, don't want him to starve in case something were to happen. And then, now, believe me, I'm not going to pull a Veronica and tell you how to wash these things. But let me just tell you that after you wash them with the nasty sponge, this shit needs to go down the drain, down the garbage disposal. And so after you're done washing them, if you could put the garbage disposal on, and I'll show you where it's at. If you open this door, there's a little switch, and it's going. Just for a sec, turn it off. If not, the house will stink like cat food. Anyway, that is the Wet Freshies process. Say goodbye, Jack. Bye. He did. He's so cute. Say it again. Jack. Say bye. Say bye. Good boy. Bye, Aunt Beth.